Gates analyzing body language in his interview with Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Gates' interview with Jeffrey Epstein was one of the most controversial interviews of 2019. In this interview, Bill Gates' body language revealed as much as his words, and it has been analyzed by experts to draw some conclusions. By analyzing Bill Gates' body language in the interview, it is possible to determine what he was feeling at the time. Whether he was anxious, uncomfortable or confident about certain topics. It also shows how sincere he seemed and whether he was hiding something from the viewers or not. Through this analysis, we can gain insight into Bill Gates' true thoughts and emotions at the time of his interview. Bill Gates' posture in this interview was described as being high-strung, tensed and a little nervous. He frequently moved his hands in front of him and his back was also noticeably straight. With the exception of 2 occasions when he leaned back, Bill Gates' posture was stiff throughout the entire interview. Bill Gates has been described as appearing tense throughout the interview, which is understandable given the subject matter. When it comes to an interview with one of the most powerful people in the world, it would be unreasonable to expect someone to not be a little nervous or stressed because of what they could potentially. Exploring the nuances of nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is an important part of any conversation. It can be used to convey emotions, feelings, and even meanings without the use of words. Whether it's a facial expression, gesture, or posture, understanding the nuances of nonverbal communication can help us better understand and interact with others. In this article, we will explore the various aspects of nonverbal communication. We will look at how body language can be used to express emotion and meaning in conversations. We will also discuss how different cultures interpret nonverbal cues differently and how this affects our ability to communicate effectively with people from different backgrounds. Finally, we will explore the use cases for nonverbal communication in both personal and professional settings. It was a mistake, says Bill Gates, to dine with Jeffrey Epstein. In a recent interview with Australia's ABC 7.30, billionaire Bill Gates expressed guilt for his past lunches with convicted sex criminal Jeffrey Epstein. "I will admit for the over the 100th time, I shouldn't have had dinners with him," Gates stated in the interview. New York Times reports that Gates met with Epstein following his 2011 conviction for sex charges in Florida. Epstein, who was awaiting trial on accusations of sex trafficking teenage girls, committed suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019, and Gates told The Wall Street Journal that the two had no business or personal ties. Since then, Gates has expressed regret for seeing Epstein, most recently telling NBC's Savannah Guthrie last year that he should have listened to his ex-wife Melinda Gates and stopped meeting with Epstein sooner because it was a big mistake. When interviewed by Anderson Cooper of CNN in 2021, he stated that he had multiple dinners with Epstein in an effort to raise money for charity, something he later called a big mistake. Gates' ex-wife, Melinda, told CBS's Gayle King in 2020 that their divorce, formalized in 2021, was caused in part by her husband's frequent contacts with Epstein. When questioned in the new interview if Melinda was telling Gates that Epstein had ways of sexually corrupting individuals, Gates denied that this was the case. Gates also refuted suggestions that the William and Melinda Gates Foundation had any connection to Epstein.